Matthew 14, beginning at verse number 22, it tells the story of the disciples caught in a storm. Jesus had sent them into the boat knowing full well the storm was coming. That alone is instructive. Christ is sovereign even over the storms that he sends us into, and he does not shield his people from hardship, but places them in situations designed to dismantle any illusions that we may have of control and self-reliance. The boat seemed safe. It represented structure, it represented strength, it represented familiarity. Some of the disciples were seasoned fishermen who knew their way around the storms, yet despite all their expertise, the waves overwhelmed them by God's design. Their safe place was not strong enough to save them, and into this chaos came Jesus walking above the storm. This is a vivid picture of how self-reliance works. It gives the appearance of safety. It gives the appearance that we're in control. It provides a comfort zone where we can manage our lives according to our expectations and also our illusions, but it cannot actually secure our lives. Paul experienced the same reality in 2 Corinthians 1, 8 and 9. Here it is. Paul said, "We were so utterly burdened beyond our strength." We were burdened beyond the confines of this boat where I am in control. Paul said to where we despaired of life itself. But that was to make us rely not on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. Jesus was teaching the disciples in Matthew 14 not to rely on themselves, their boat, their self-reliance, but to rely on Him who is walking on the water. God does not hesitate to press us past our limits, because it's only when the boat is breaking apart that we stop believing in ourselves and start leaning into Him. This perspective is why Proverbs 28:26 says, "Whoever trusts in his own mind is a fool, but he who walks in wisdom will be delivered." Trusting our ability to figure life out may feel safe, but Scripture names it folly. God calls us to a deeper, riskier dependence, a trust that refuses to lean on our own understanding. And so here is the searching question for you, for me. What's your boat? Where do you instinctively run for safety and control? Is it your finances? Is that your structure? Is it your health, your relationships, your reputation? Is it the ministry you may have? Is it any skill that you may have? God may already be exposing its weaknesses through hardship. If so, remember this: He is not punishing you at all. It is a divine rescue. Jesus was walking on the water to rescue them, to teach them that to rely on ourselves is the strategy of a fool. He is loosening our grips on false saviors so that we can rely on the only one who can walk on the waves. The call of Matthew 14 is not to row harder. It is to recognize Jesus. The God who raises the dead does not need your strength. He is teaching you to let go of it.